Ladies and gentlemen, Cooper Flagg is a Maverick.
With the first pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Cooper Flagg from Duke University.
After losing Luka, after a season defined by injuries and frustration, Mavs fans are finally feeling something they haven't felt since Nico went full psychotic. Hope.
We are getting Cooper Flagg!
And not just blind, desperate hope.
Flagg through the double team. All the way to the rack! Throw it down, big fella!
Not, maybe if Kyrie stays healthy and AD doesn't miss 30 games, hope.
Flagg pushing, looks at the clock, fires a three. Down it goes! Cooper Flagg beats the buzzer!
We're talking real, tangible basketball hope. The following is a full breakdown of Cooper Flagg and why Dallas has dodged a massive bullet after fumbling the bag with Luka. To fully understand why the entire state of Texas is excited, you need to understand who Cooper Flagg really is.
From BC.
Flagg slams it in. Man, can he get up in a heartbeat? In the open floor. Hey! Throwing it down.
On the basketball court, they call him cold-ass white boy.
When you've got somebody with that kind of potential and they're white and you are in America, you keep that dude.
Born in Maine, some scouts have called him the best high school prospect since LeBron James, a 6'9" forward with elite defensive instincts.
Oh, a strong move, and it's Cooper Flagg.
Court vision.
Has not scored, has not played a whole lot in the second half. Boy, Flagg absorbing the contact and finishing.
And a dog mentality. In August 2023, he reclassified, graduating high school early just to get to the league faster.
Last week, Cooper Flagg made national news when he announced he was going to graduate high school a year early. This would allow him to play in college a year earlier and then be eligible for the NBA draft a year earlier.
One of the best freshman seasons in college history, while carrying Duke to 35 wins in the Final Four.
Cooper Flagg with a two-hander.
And oh yeah, he also set the ACC freshman scoring record with 42 points.
A good look in the corner for Flagg, and the fourth made three of the game already. Well, he got hooked by Burton. And Burton listed at 6 foot, might be closer to 5'10", dealing with a lot of size. Flagg for three, and what a start for the Blue Devils. Boy, patient and unselfish.
What a pass.
Yes, this is terrific offense by the Blue Devils, and Flagg,
Call me sir.
Flagg knocks down the 12-footer from the baseline. He's got 36.
Cooper's favorite NBA player was the Great White Hope.
Who was your favorite NBA player? Yeah, I'm just gonna write it down first. Larry Bird.
And just like Larry Legend, the kid is a supercomputer when it comes to basketball. Just like Larry, he is competitive to the bone. The reason why Mavs fans should be excited is because Cooper Flagg solves real problems. Forget about what was. Cooper Flagg is what is. Last summer, Team USA invited him to scrimmage. Against gold medalists, most 17-year-olds would have played scared, played safe, and played small. Not Cooper.
And you hear about them, how they talk about him, Stephen A., when he went against the Olympic team and how he was getting the buckets against those guys. Everybody raved about it. I'm talking about NBA players was raving about a guy that was just a couple of months removed from high school.
He looked like a hell of a player. Somebody that's just going to only get better with more experience. 17 years old, coming in here playing like he's a vet almost. No emotion, just going out there and doing his job. And that's a good sign.
We're talking about a two-way animal. He competes like he's got something to prove and nothing to lose. And you can't even box him into one archetype.
So when you see Cooper Flagg, who does his game remind you of?
He's got a little Jason Tatum in his game. He's got a little Grant Hill in his game. He's got a little Scottie Pippen in his game. You're talking about a 6'9" guy that you could run your offense through.
Obviously, there is a lot to be excited about. But now we have to get technical.
If Cooper Flagg goes to Dallas, are they contenders next year?
With Kyrie rehabbing that season-ending injury, Dallas is not there yet. AD is 32, Klay is 35, and now, after adding this 18-year-old killer, the team enters its own two-timeline era. Try to win now while building their next franchise player. Flagg is the rare piece that fits both timelines. He's young enough to build around, but smart enough.
Got to do little things better here and there to turn the L's into W's. Right down the lane for the slam.
Tough enough.
For years, and with USA basketball.
Yep. Flagg off the glass and good. Anything he wants.
And versatile enough to help immediately.
But he's the real deal.
And his level of competitiveness, especially at that age, is kind of hard to fathom. And he impacts the game on both ends. Like, he's not only a two-way player, he's a great player on each end of the floor.
The kid is a walking traffic jam on the defensive end.
Blocked by Flagg. And a foul.
Wow, Flagg just ran the floor, got up and...
Hudson drives, kicks for Young, and swatted away by Flagg.
And now he gets to do it next to one of the greatest defenders in the game, Anthony Davis.
What a play by Martin. Young got it back, driving, blocked. Ball out of bounds, 7 to shoot.
Letting him roam with Davis on the back end will be a nightmare for NBA offenses. And if Coach Kidd wants, he can go supersized with Derek Lively II and just suffocate teams into submission. Any way you run it, Dallas finally has something they've lacked for years: defensive flexibility.
This guy is defensively gifted like no other. On the offensive end of the floor, he's just so aggressive, and he uses that aggressiveness to glide to the rim. It's like time stops when he's on the attack.
Offensively, he's not a volume scorer yet, and he doesn't need to be. But the upside is there, and that's the scary part. He is a cutter.
Here comes Cooper Flagg, flying high.
A lob threat, and a good read and react player.
Burton switches on to Flagg. Flagg gets into the paint and makes it look easy. He has now tied his season high.
And with Kyrie out until January, Flagg has the perfect window to experiment offensively. After trading Luka, Nico's plan, if you can call it that, only had maybe a 2 to 3 year window to work. But Cooper Flagg changed that.
Flagg knocks down the turnaround. His big night continues. Cooper Flagg with a two-hander.
The basketball gods gave Dallas another chance, one that bought them a bright future without having to sacrifice the present.
And picked off. Flagg on the attack. With the slam! And a foul! Oh, my! How about that one?
The great thing is, Cooper isn't going to a toxic team that will ruin his potential. He doesn't need to carry the team right away.
It's always good that you get a coach that understands no matter how talented you may be, you're still going to have a learning curve coming into the NBA.
There's nothing wrong with developing into the guy.
You know, oftentimes guys go number one, and we put so much expectation on these young players, and that's not really realistic. But it's okay to develop into the guy. Like, there's nothing wrong with developing into the guy.
If you're a Mavs fan, you didn't just draft talent. You drafted toughness, leadership, and the beginning of something special.
Open floor. Hey! Ho!
The league should be on notice because Cooper Flagg has arrived.
I like Cooper Flagg as well. I think he's going to be an all-star. When it's all said and done, I think he's going to go down as one of the best players our league have seen. He's got that talent.